Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Code Stack with Sandeep. If you are new on this channel, please like, subscribe and hit the bell icon to get the latest update on the videos. In the previous videos, I have discussed about how microservices communicate with each other, the most frequent asked microservices interview question. If you have not watched, please go through the video and understand the concept behind it. In the second question, what I was asked and how you will implement the circuit breaker in the microservices architecture. And another way you can also be asked how a fault tolerance can be managed in the microservices architecture. To understand this concept, we have this flow diagram. The circuit breaker prevents the microservices from repeatedly calling failing services. Means if our microservices are failing, then circuit breaker helps us to regain the health of that particular microservices. Similarly way, you can understand by understanding the electrical appliances in our home. When a circuit breaker trips down because of the high voltage to prevent any hazardous activity in our home. Similarly, why do we need the circuit breaker? First of all, it prevents the cascading failure, means stops the repeated calls to a failing microservices. If our microservices are failing, then why do we need to give that call to that particular microservice? That is wrong. We should not give that call. Improves the system stability. It gains the system stability, means if 100 out of 100 microservices, if 10 is failing, that will not affect our flow in the production. 90 microservices will still work very fine, no issues. So after response during the outages, means it has a faster response as well. So let's understand that how that can be implemented. You can see over here in the configuration of the gateway server in the application.yml, we have given this configuration. By the default configuration is there. The sliding window size is 10. It means a 10 microservices can be run at a time, means 10 microservices are running, and the permitted number of calls in the half open state is 2, and the failure rate for the threshold is 50%. And what is the wait duration? So let's understand these four things that is written over here by the flow diagram. In the flow diagram, you have seen if our 10 microservices are working fine, then our circuit breaker would be in the closed state. In out of the 5, our threshold failure rate is 50%. Means if the 5 microservices are not performing well, then our circuit breaker will goes to the open state if the failure rate is above the threshold, and they will wait for some fair amount of time. The time that I have mentioned over here is 100 seconds. So that microservices will wait for the 100 second. If the network issues are there, if any health issues are there, if they got resolved, then that microservices will go to the half open state. Still after the half open state, after the waiting of the 90 seconds, if the microservices have not gained their health, again that half open state goes to the open state if again the failure rate is above threshold. But after reaching the half open state, if our microservices out of the 5 or 6 microservices, if 2 microservices are performing well, that is the threshold that I have given, that the permitted number of calls. If 2 microservices are performing well out of the 5 or 6, then the failure rate would be below the threshold. So in that case, our microservices will go to the closed state, means again our microservices will get the circuit breaker will go into the closed state, means now everything is working fine. So it basically gives us the fair amount of time to the falling microservices to regain their health and to get fall into the appropriate state in order to run or the execute, right? So here you can see we have taken this default configuration in the application.yml in the gateway server, that what would be the sliding window that defines that how many microservices you are running. In the half open state, how many calls you need to permit, that is the 2. It depends upon you that how much you are giving. The failure rate should be how much, that is 50%, and only then our microservices will go to the open state, and the wait duration would be open state is 90 seconds, and one microservices has to wait for some fair amount of time in order to regain their health. So this is all about the theoretical part of the fault tolerance. In the next video, I will be talking about the practical, how you will handle, how you will write the bean, how you will control the controller logic, how you will write the controller logic, how you will implement that circuit breaker in the code level, and we will understand by hitting the API by the postman that what will happen once the fault tolerance get executed in our microservices architecture. So this is all about this video, and please like, subscribe my YouTube channel, and thank you for watching this video. We will see you in the next lecture. Till then, thanks, bye bye, see you.